if I look at the CV, I'm like, okay, San Diego State, played some football, some soccer football, now got some great clients as a photographer. A lot of people would sit on that lifestyle business and ride it till the cows come home, and you wouldn't be here talking to me. What causes you to up the stakes all the time? And then again in a live show, and then again in a big venture like Creative Live where you're doing now hundreds of employees and VC and all that stuff. Why?
That's a good question. I wonder if it's genetics. I don't know. Maybe. I think it's a fair question. I'm actually wrestling with something right now, like doing some personal work and reflecting on. Like I have, sat in hundreds of interviews on television stations all over the world, and Brene Brown is actually one of the people. I don't know if you know Brene's work. She's amazing. I just had her on my show. She's the only guest I've ever had on twice. Because she's made a real impact for me, which is like a hard-charging type A male to sort of connect with that has been really, really powerful.
And be vulnerable.
But looking back and saying, why do I have that sort of level of drive? Tim and I have talked about this a lot, especially up around transcendental meditation, which you just let me know that you practice as well. Like, did you get here because you were aggro, hard charging, and if you meditate, are you going to give up your edge? Or why am I so driven to accomplish? And I think those are separate items, but let's go back to your original question, is like, what's the drive? Why do you do that? I actually feel like, if I'm as honest as I possibly can, again, never said this on any interview, I'm just literally processing this, like, this week, this month, this year. It was the way that I could make sure that nobody, if you win, then it's really hard to criticize. And if you're just dabbling and you're effing around, and then it's easier for someone to take shots at you. And again, this is totally in hindsight. I'm looking back and like, why are you so driven? And I think it's because if you're in first place, it's really hard to talk shit. And I think that is perhaps one of the things that made me innovate. And I have a phrase that I've used a lot, which you don't have to be better, you have to be different.
To watch the rest of this fascinating interview, click on the link below and go to londonrealacademy.com. There you can sign in with your social media login and watch the rest of the episode for free, along with all of our episodes on London Real, my webinars, and all of our premium content, all located over at londonrealacademy.com. So click on the link below, you'll be directed there, and you can watch the rest of this fascinating interview, and I'll see you there.